And do you think that Ukrainians like to laugh?
So,
Laugh?
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 Haha, laugh. Yes, Ukrainian like that. Definitely they do, actually.
First of all, we don't say the Ukraine because we are a state. We are Ukraine.
We are really very young country.
In 2014, when Russia starts fight against the Ukrainian, they help us to understand that we are Ukrainian and that we have our own soul, and this soul is unique.
4 года новой Украине, изменения происходят, как в Европе, за 20 лет.
Let's see.
Mine?
Yeah?
That means don't forget to breathe. People here are strong.
It's amazing to see how hardy Ukrainians are.
We went through a lot of difficult moments as a country. Therefore, we got even greater experience. We got tougher skin. We can take a hit and we can move forward.
We're from Slovakia. We are cautious because everyone tells you, oh, you are going to be killed and robbed there.
We are safer than Chicago or New York. Kyiv is safer than London. It's not about safety. I think just people lost this destination, and maybe the route to Ukraine was somehow, blurred.
Often people say that Ukraine, it's like Russia.
Ukraine? Is it a separate country? You are not part of Russia?
We are not Russian.
We are not Russia. We are Ukrainian. It's our country. We have our own language. We have our own tradition.
We need to change some mentality from former Soviet Union. We have still a lot of this.
We are growing, we are constantly changing, but we are still in transition, and it creates a beautiful mixture.
Kyiv, it's like a very young nation and young city. We have different governments, more startups, Ukrainian designers, and we really have a lot of potential.
There's a Wild West element to it that reminds me of New York City in the 1980s, where if you have a little bit of savvy and you have a little bit of money, it feels like you can do almost anything you want. There's a lot of social experiments going on, and I think the citizens of Kyiv themselves are starting to really feel like this is a different culture, even a different world than that of their parents.
Me as a tourist, I try to find something new, and this is what Kyiv can give you, a new experience.
It's a city in a state of flux.
For Kyiv people, we not save Kyiv. Not say. It's a Kyiv.
It's not the matter of trying to change the spelling.
Not Kyiv.
It's not like a rebranding.
Kyiv.
Kyiv, Kyiv.
K-I-E-V is a literal translation from Russian.
You have to say Kyiv.
K-Y-I-V is literal translation from Ukrainian, so I think it's very proper.
No Kyiv.
Not Kyiv.
I live in Kyiv.
This is Leonardo da Vinci, but we called him Leo. He is 5 years old. He is my inspiration, really. After him, I began to paint more artworks with bunnies. It's one of my main characters on the canvases.
How old are you?
I'm 13.
So you're a little bit older than Ukraine.
Yes, a little bit.
How long you lived in Kiev? For a while. I actually was born in Kiev since the day that I was born, except for 1 year I lived in the States.
I'm from Kiev and I was born in Kiev. I hope that my art will help in some way to introduce Ukraine all around the world. I don't know, maybe.
I'm a born lawyer by reputation. I'm a teacher and a macroeconomist. I'm 36, just living my life in Kyiv, and I've been doing that quite successfully for 36 years.
I'm living in Kyiv whole life. I've always wanted to live here. I am a part of a Ukrainian IT industry, and before I was in ninjutsu trainings for 3 years. It was very good for making your body much more efficient, much more aggressive, much more active. Especially when you're walking at night and you have your sword behind your back and you find, okay, please, somebody rob me something, or let us say, attack the girl, and I will be the hero, I will be the Batman, I will be Superman. But when you go in such a mood at evening, the street is empty.
Tell us a little bit about Jubo.
Basically, we help people get jobs. So everybody here just do their job to help other people get jobs.
We, 200 people, built product that used in 70 countries on 25 different languages.
So tell us about pig farm.
Ukraine was always famous for having this very good soil. So I started an agricultural business. I didn't have any clue about pigs, and the consultant, he told me that it's basically possible to work without antibiotics because you give the pigs good feed: corn, barley, wheat, soya. I said, that sounds kind of inspiring. So we started to work, and it turned out that a year later, only 2% of all our pigs ever received antibiotics.
For the last 2.5 years, I was away in Southeast Asia. In Malaysia specifically, one of the reasons why I left the country was not to die of cold.
What do you miss about Ukraine when you're outside of the country?
Number one, people. Number two, food.
I was staying for 20 years in Israel, and then came to Ukraine 4 years ago.
And how many restaurants are you involved in now?
Already I opened from the scratch 4 restaurants.
What is it about this place that makes you want to be here?
Because I saw a lot of potential, a lot of beautiful people and a lot of potential.
Are Ukrainian customers demanding?
Yes, they're very demanding, sometimes even too much. But I can explain it so I'm not getting angry. There was 70 years of nothing, so now they want to get everything and fast. And it's good for me, I'm like this, so.
So you don't have a siesta?
No, no, not siesta, no sleeping, no nothing. Just work, no, yes, sometime, no. I'm not sure, don't remember.
What is fueling this residential explosion?
After the most recent historic events, we had a lot of relocations of people from eastern Ukraine to Kyiv. But basically, there is hunger for quality residential. People want something better than the old Stalin times or Soviet times buildings.
Yeah, there's a lot of constructions. For example, my apartment, it had view on the whole of the city from my 16th floor. But now there is a building just in front of my window, and I'm already thinking to change it, you know.
And you're from Kiev?
So I was born here. Until 6, we lived here with the family, and then because of the Chernobyl, we decided to move. But this is the place where my heart is.
This is the stadium for Dynamo, which is the main Kyiv team for football. And it's really amazing when you travel around in Europe and Latin America. Everybody knows Dynamo Kyiv. Come on, I'm really impressed.
When I was in Malaysia, people, they know about football, they know good IT force here, they might know about the political situation.
When you tell people you're from Ukraine, what do they say?
No, really, 3 points. They know Klitschko, they know Shevchenko, and unfortunately, they know Chernobyl.
You know, the point is we're living in a world of stereotypes.
What was behind the Iron Curtain? Anything. Bananas and cucumbers. It was all, in our heads.
And it's very comfortable to think in stereotypes because it simplifies your life.
To somebody, we were probably iron people behind the iron window, behind the Iron Curtain. And that's why we're so tough, because I'm not human. I need oil to be pumped in quite soon.
Why does the world not know Ukraine?
Maybe bad PR or something. It's like rats and hamsters. Actually, same thing. People hate rats and love hamsters just because hamsters have much better PR. Same with pigs, you know? People love pigs. George Clooney had a pig.
Honestly, if I could blame anyone for why there isn't as much tourism here, I blame the Western media. When Ukraine is in the movies, who do we see? We see escorts and mafioso.
We have, let us say, common stereotypes. Mafia. We have a lot of people who needs money, and we have a lot of cheating, robbery, and everybody wants to steal some money from foreigners. This is everything common.
That's not the reality here. What I see is much more exciting. In tech, Ukraine has become the engineering R&D talent for all of Europe. Grammarly, Clean My Mac, Spark, Preply, PetCube, this is all made in Ukraine.
The first computer in Europe was built in Ukraine. The largest plane in the world is Ukrainian plane. We built the most efficient rocket in the world.
We have a lot of electro energy.
Ukraine is #1 in the world in sunflower oil production.
We have enough arable land to produce enough grain to feed all the world.
A lot of ice cream, a lot of vegetables.
So there are a lot of people of Ukrainian origin you actually didn't know they are Ukrainians.
Tomatoes, maybe pineapples, apples.
George Gershwin, Lenny Kravitz, Sikorsky, Malevich, the guy who painted that black square.
We have a lot of metals.
Spielberg is Ukrainian. The Jewish community that left from Ukraine to the US, they actually built modern Hollywood cinema and Broadway musicals.
Some castles.
Mila Kunis, yeah. She speaks Ukrainian with the terrible Jewish accent.
Green forest, lakes, small rivers, big rivers.
Fiddler on the Roof.
Birds, flowers.
Sylvester Stallone.
As well?
His mother.
Small villages, like 3 buildings only.
I think I have a friend who went to school with Olga Kovalenko.
And a lot of people here comes to meet a to meet a former wife. No, to meet a future wife. You can see a lot of girls on streets, a lot of girls in trains, a lot of girls in buses. It's like a model agency walking around. Everybody is very beautiful, especially under 30 years old, but over 30 years old also very nice.
What do you think of the changes in the last 30 years in Ukraine?
From the beginning it was better, and every year gone worse and worse.
you go to villages, you only have older people there. Yeah, all younger people migrate to big cities.
Young people, they want something new, they want to create, they have dreams, but we have people from the past, they live with the past and they have that experience. They don't know how to live better.
We are new generation and it's our choice to try something new, not to live the same way as our parents did.
Старое поколение думало, что когда был Советский Союз, что кто-то за них примет решение, за их жизнь. Не они сами, кто-то. И это ключевой момент, потому что мы, новое поколение, мы понимаем, что мы делаем свою жизнь.
The beautiful thing about young generation who were born after 1991, they don't have the history of living in the Soviet Union.
When I was a small kid, my dad got sick and my mom was doing everything, taking care of my dad, taking care of me, working. And then when the Soviet Union started collapsing, she figured that she's very good at trading, buying things in other countries and bringing them to Ukraine. But she didn't want to develop this as a business because she felt this Soviet Union narrative that trading was bad. People who trade, they speculate, they fool people. I was telling her, look, Mom, whole empires were built on trade. And she's like, I was not taught this way, you know?
It's still a Soviet mentality issue. So this younger generation is sort of left to survive because the older generation cannot really teach them and mentor them to become successful, to open up, etc.
My films Winter on the Fire. И происходила история. И вот когда такое важное решение для молодежи, потому что родителям, ну, в Евросоюз идем или не идем, было неважно. Им с Россией было хорошо, нормально. А для молодежи вот это вот, чтобы законы работали, хотим Евросоюз, чтобы свобода была, хочу, говорю, критикую, могу себя защитить, право государства.
How do you take older people with you on this new journey?
We just ask them to believe in us and let us do what we think is the best way.
Мы не враги. Это наши отцы, бабушки. Мы связаны.
Perceptions of Ukraine is that it's a very serious place, you know.
Serious?
People are afraid to laugh in public places. Yeah, we have this heritage.
Why do you think people on the street look serious?
I think it's because of our history. We always be punished by other countries.
All our military history is a history of defending. It's not the history of conquering.
We have always been fighting for our freedom. Even my last name, Kyivofmine, means, if you translate literally, crooked neck. Somebody from my ancestor got his neck injured in a battle defending our country.
То, что делала Россия на протяжении веков, она уничтожала украинскую культуру. Это был геноцид.
During Soviet Union, when I was very young, just playing football next to our house, when somebody spoke Ukrainian, the stereotype was he must be coming from a village. He is like of a lower grade. That's the stereotype that was embedded very professionally by generations of Soviet propaganda.
The idea of conquering Ukraine is something that connects to Russia beautifully.
Despite the fact that Moscow would like to call us younger brothers, which is bullshit, because even if they read their Russian great history, they can see that everything started from here, from Kyiv.
Are you able to give us a 3-minute version of the history of Ukraine?
2 minutes and 40 seconds.
2 minutes and 40 seconds on the history of Ukraine.
To understand Ukrainian mentality, you should understand that Ukrainian need one thing. Get the fuck off from us, please. If you see the history of Ukraine, we were already having everything we need. A nice grass, a lot of food, a lot of women, a lot of rivers, a lot of energy, a lot of air, a lot of space, a lot of everything. So different assholes comes here and say, okay, we are conquerors, you should pay us a tax. We say, okay, how much? Get the fuck away and take your money and get back. Next was Genghis Khan, next was Russia, next was France, next was Poland, it was again Russia, Germans. Everybody comes here and say, we are the masters, you should pay us. Okay, how much? And please, get the fuck off from us.
Then, with the collapse of Russian Empire, we had the Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic. Ukraine tried to build its independence, but apparently we lost to Soviets. We had those 70 years of living under the Soviet Union. And in 1991, we received our independence just like that. A new state, almost failed economically, but with nuclear weapon. Ukraine gave up a nuclear arsenal by Budapest Memorandum for support of the states and Russia in development of Ukraine. We started traveling, watching Hollywood movies, listening to Madonna and Michael Jackson. We have two revolutions in 2005 and 2014. We actually showed that we don't want to be with Russia. And after this push in 2014, we started living happily after in a free but incredibly corrupt state where everyone tries to look better than he is. Kyiv life actually became more relaxed. Ukrainians, we became less afraid of the future. Maybe because of the tourists, because a lot of people started visiting the country of revolutions, and apparently they saw that it's actually a lot of fun.
When other people from other countries come here and say, you have a fun country, we say, oh, really? You think so? Okay.
And I guess this is where modern history of Ukraine stops, and now we need to skip to another page.
Tell us about your ukulele.
So I learned to play ukulele from my own, myself. So it's not professional level, just for fun.
Okay, can you play us something?
I will try.
Okay.
Ukrainians love to sing, Ukrainians love to dance, while some people are actually afraid to smile to strangers. The other people dance in public places. Why not?
We are not so serious, and the winter are not so cold actually, you know. It's like weather like now. And people are also, they are warm, you know.
Ukrainians are very resistible for stress, because if everything that happens in Ukraine for the last 10 years could happen in any other countries or European countries, would, you know, probably destroy the country. But Ukrainians, you know, if there will be something happening again, like any revolution, the level of stress will rise a little bit, but not dramatically.
Darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. So take my hand.
Are you feeling optimistic about the future?
Yes, definitely. I think that in 10 years we will see better Ukraine.
It's no problem to fall down if you can get up quickly, right? And in Ukraine, you can get up very quickly.
If these curves of up and downs will happen in the future, this will slow down the development of the country. So I hope that for the next 10 years, it will be more or less stable in terms of the political and economical situation.
For I can't help falling in love. доки гай шумить, доки б'ється серце, доки гай шумить, доки б'ється серце. За темним вікном, відверті розмови за білим вином, ледве знайомі та вже заодно, і не розбіжемося, як стане видно. Ла-ла-ла, палали ми, як двоє втікачі з власної тюрми, як двоє втікачі із власної тюрми, вийшли на світло з пітьми. По лінія долонь, лети до мене в сни, шукай вуста солоні, із подихом весни, небо зоряне, таке тільки над нами, над нами. По лініях долонь, лети до мене в сни, крізь воду і вогонь, повз дикі табуни, наш маленький рай, який від всіх сховали, сховали. Цілуй мене, цілуй ніжно, давай увесь сюди в ліжку, коли у світа йде дах, мені спокійно лиш в твоїх руках, і хай все навкруги, тобі сили ти, у нас є лиш це, є лише ця мить, доки гай шумить, доки б'ється серце.